Oh, a question for me? Oh, um, I don't, um, I really don't know what you mean by the deal.
The park? No, 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 no. Like the dog park? No, do not approach the dog park.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but last week I went through the park and I saw you hiding in the bushes.
I will tell you, though, a little funny story. I was jogging the other day through the park, taking a little shortcut, and lo and behold, who did I see hiding in a park bush but Pomercy?
Oh God, you saw that? I mean, there's a totally reasonable explanation that's not weird or anything remotely strange.
You know that's not normal, right? It's important to me that you know that.
First instinct was to say hi. Second instinct was, what the hell's she doing?
I did see Pomercy the other day walking around. I think she was going to the park. She was in this really fancy, like, snazzy dress. Oh, but she looked so dorky. It was so adorable. Oh, Pomercy. So silly.
Oh, Pomercy.
So I just kind of like kept on jogging. I was gonna stop and kind of like wait and see, but the creepy factor kind of won out. So, Pomercy, what the hell are you doing in park bushes?
I mean, haven't you ever just looked at someone and you have no idea how to talk to them because they're just beautiful and perfect in every way, but you know that they're going to be something special in your life and you just want more than anything to get to know them, but you don't even know their name or how to begin or... I don't want to talk about this anymore. Can we please move on?
All right, question. Why did you choose the field of study that you did? Or, in Fiyi's case, and that's me, why did you decide to become a fan maker? Oh. Okay, well, I personally didn't... Okay. This is a really long story, so you're gonna have to bear with me.
Okay.
Oh, shut up, Coof. I listen to your stories all the time.
Because they're marvelous.
Okay, so, as you're all probably aware, I'm an orphan. I don't know who my parents are, and I grew up in an orphanage in Paris. But, thanks, man.
So, take a picture. I'm the poster child for what not to do when you go to college.
Well, for me, lawmaking was very easy to decide upon. I knew I wanted to be involved in helping people and helping to bring about change in the government. But the concentration bit, that was a little more thought-provoking.
They called me Fiyi when I was a kid because it's a pun on the word for a piece of paper, which is un fouille de papel. So, it was because I always liked to fold paper when I was a kid, so I was always good with my hands and I was good at folding things. Then when I got older, the economy was kind of crappy and I didn't have any money and I didn't really have a lot of options. So I became a fan maker because it was the only job I had and I was good at it. So I do it to pay the bills.
So you're not fanatical about fans?
For example, do not get all the way through law school and then quit your senior year. Just don't do it. Do not spend the next 4 years going through art, psychology, literature, every sort of thing trying to find what you like to do. Because it takes time and it takes money.
I find culture fascinating. And even though I might not, for example, subscribe to the belief of a culture's deity or superstitions or something, I find the way that those things affect their culture very interesting. And I wanted to be involved in law and in politics and in government that deals with how this culture and this traditional government can mesh with new and more progressive ideals, and how the people can have a government that supports old values but also more progressive, more advanced culture.
Oh, I have to answer this
You
now.
do have to answer this one.
Well, fuck, I don't know.
However, once you find what you love to do, which is, for me, is exercise science, because I would make a damn good personal trainer. I'm very motivational.
For me, it's a lot about finding that happy medium, getting the middle ground between idealism and effective lawmaking.
My parents always dreamed of having a lawyer in the family, so there's that. And then I'm picking art because, I like to have some fun. Way more fun than these people over here. So,
That's good, be able to do what you love. And I actually I'm graduating in June. I think they're giving me a free year because they're trying to get rid of me.
Well, first of all, I love to read. I think words are a sort of magic in that they can bring across sort of universal themes like love and loss and family and triumph over oppression or betrayal. Everything that sort of makes the light and dark of humanity.
Actually, by the time I graduate, we will have totally overthrown the monarchy. You know what that means? Student loans completely forgiven. Boom.
And I wanted to study how that happens and how people use words in such a way that they can make someone cry or laugh out loud and bring those themes across. And, maybe try to do it myself someday.
Okay, so I like this question better. I sort of chose to study law because of my father. I just thought that if maybe he'd had a good lawyer, they could have helped him, and then maybe we could have grown up together, and things could have been different. So it's sort of in his memory, and also because I want to help people, and also because I'm better at talking to people when there are lots of rules.
Why did I choose to study political philosophy? Well, there's so much to study within the subject. There's so much to know. There's politics, obviously. There's studying liberty, justice, property, rights, laws, legal codes, what sort of governments are best, what sort of governments are really legitimate, what do the people need, is it right to protect your fellow citizen, when can the government be legitimately overthrown?
Here's the thing with me in medicine. As articulate as I usually am, I actually have a really difficult time explaining why I like medicine, why I like helping people. Honestly, it's always just been something that's felt right to me. Anytime I put on that lab coat, anytime I step into a patient's room, and regardless of what I'm telling them, good or bad, they know that I'm helping them, and I know that I am giving my absolute best to help them, and help them live their lives, and let them move on.
We study all of the histories of different sorts of governments and their ways of thinking. We study ancient China, ancient Greece, ancient Indian and Hindu philosophies, medieval Christianity, Islamic Golden Age, European medieval times. You've got the European Renaissance, and here in France, when new and amazing, incredible thinkers came to light, like Thomas Hopkins, Rousseau, John Locke, all the people who wrote these just amazing books about philosophy and government and where their place is and who the people are and our freedoms and everything. It's just a whole giant bowl of, not even a bowl.
Why did I decide to become a medical student? Well, because I love the idea that I can dedicate my entire life to helping improve other people's well-being.
My life goal should be saving every single person that I can. I mean, and I think it's obvious because I think that translates into what we're doing here. We're putting our lives on the line to save France, as idealistic as that sounds.
Like a ditch. No, not a ditch. It's an ocean, or it's space. It's infinite amount of, well, not infinite, but you get lots of things to study, so much to know and so much to learn, and so much that can help us understand what we are fighting for and why we need to fight and why this government needs to legitimately be overthrown.
And once I started studying, I realized that there's so much about the world that I didn't know, so many germs and illnesses that I had no idea about. now I'm a bit better prepared to take care of myself and make sure I don't catch any of them. But most people don't even take these things into consideration. Our friends, they have no idea the sort of illnesses they could be catching.
And if I can give myself towards someone else, and I think that's the best kind of sacrifice there is.
There's just so much beauty that comes with understanding the government and why it is the way it is and what needs to change and knowing why things need to change.
There are so many horrific types of illnesses out there you could be getting, but you have no idea. Like the sleeping sickness, encephalitis lethargica, right? It's like you're asleep. It's like your entire body shuts down, only you're still conscious, and most likely you're gonna die like that. But sometimes you wake up and you go crazy, and it starts out just like a normal cold. You just get a sore throat and everything, but then it turns out you're probably gonna die, and it's really, really scary.
Why did I choose my major? Well, my major is art. I told you. Why I chose it? I guess because I'm good at it. Literally, it was the only A on my final results for high school.
Which is why I take every precaution necessary to avoid illness, like this. You let it fizz, it gives you vitamins, it's great.
And because it really fits me, because like math and science and that kind of stuff is very strict and very organized, and I'm the opposite of organized, so...
See, look, it's fizzing. It's all the vitamins spreading out into the water.
Political philosophy is just so much different than anything else because it's not just knowing what is happening, but why. And why is the question. What is happening? Well, why is it happening? Who is acting in such a way? Why are they acting this way? Why are they oppressing the people? Why do we have to stand for it? Why shouldn't we rise? Why shouldn't we take over? Why shouldn't we create something new and something better? You have to know why, and political philosophy helps you understand why. I love it so much.
I think that's also the reason why I'm good at it. No, I'm not good at it. I can't say that for myself. But, like, that's the reason I like it.
It smells really bad, but it tastes, well, also really bad. But it's good for you. You drink it, and then it gives you vitamins, and you stay healthy. Ready? Okay. Oh. Good. Yeah. Really good. Oh.